Okay, this is an apple spell. It's like a variation of a honey jar kind of working, but instead we're going to use an apple, and I'm going to give this apple to La Santissima Muerte as an offering. So I've hollowed the inside of it out. So when you cut an apple in half, you'll see that there's like a little pentacle inside. So I scoop a bit out around that area, so it leaves me enough room so I can put a few things in. So first of all, I'm going to put in some sugar. Okay, and I'm going to add in some honey into the base. Just to make it sweet. And so I've got the two photographs, and I put them face to face, and I put some of my love oil and stay with me oil, and I also have a commitment oil that I used. So it might actually be a bit big, but I'll push it in anyway. Just a second. So yes, just to explain that, I put her photograph on top of his because we want her to be the dominating one, and I put some syrup, some oils, and then I folded it in towards me, and I bound it in some pink string in towards me, and so I've pushed it in there as far as I can get it. It's quite a small apple, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to put some rose water on top of that. Rose water is great for love. I did spray the pictures with pheromones, but I'm going to spray some pheromones just on top of that. Some sugar, that coloured sugar. I have it in the house, and I thought it was pretty. Okay, so I'm using these tiny little dolls again. So they have been blessed. So I've got a male doll, and I've got the one with the dress. It's a female doll. So they're actually worry dolls, but I don't use them for worry. I don't really buy into that worry doll kind of thing. So basically, it may work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I've never really used a worry doll before. Maybe it does work. If someone can give me some, info on that, I'd be actually very, pleased to hear. I'm always open to, whatever. So anyway, male, female, and I'm going to put her on top of him. I might need to tie these. Yeah, well, just a second. Okay, so I have them bound together, and I'm putting her on top of him, and it's going inside the apple. Okay, and on top of that, I'm going to put some licorice root. Just a tiny bit. I should order some more of that, actually. Okay, a little bit of lavender, just so that things can move along without any drama. Some orris root. Okay, a little lady's matzo. Okay, it's great for love work as well. And Damiana to keep the sexual side of things moving along. Okay, so I'm going to put in a little bit of road opener herbs that I've powdered down, because even though I have done a breakup on this, because there is a third party in this equation, even though I've done a breakup, I still want to add in some road opener. So I'm not sure if you'll see the breakup spell first or you'll see this spell first, but just know that your breakup has been done. Okay, so I'm going to spray it with some perfume. This is rose perfume, but you can use anything, your own particular itchy armpit scent. Sorry about that. Now, like I said, this is just my preparatory work. This will be placed on Santissima Muerte's altar, and I will speak to Santissima Muerte. I'll do my incantations there. So it's just me putting together everything, and I have prepped everything sort of before. All my jars of herbs, oils I've prepared prior to this video. So yeah, once this goes on Santissima Muerte's altar, I'll leave it there until it starts to spoil, and then I'll deploy it at a tree. So this is raspberry syrup. It's like a cordial, but it's very, very sweet, and it's red, and that's why I thought it'd be really nice to use in this love working. Okay, and I'm going to add in some more sugar because we really do want this to be sweet. I think this guy is really keen on this lady. There's just one or two issues here and there. Okay, that's precipitation powder or rush powder. Okay, and I'm going to add in, if I can find it, some of my oils. Where did you go? Okay. Love me oil. Bear in mind, like I said, the pictures have been anointed with this. Love me oil. Stay with me oil. Everything decides to disappear. Stay with me oil. Oh, sorry about that. I found it. You can use a come to me oil as well. I already have the photographs anointed with come to me oil. Okay, and a little bit of cinnamon, whatever it is. Cinnamon, ground cinnamon this is. Okay, so just to add a bit of heat into the spell, because we want everything to be, we want them to stay together, but we want them to be still very attracted to each other. Okay. What else? I'm going to put a tiny few bits and pieces of confetti. Just need to be careful because I plan to put a candle in here. Okay. And I'm going to top it with some rosebuds. Okay, and I'm now going to place a tea light in here. I would prefer tea lights to be honest with you. So that's what it looks like. Put a tiny bit of sugar. Okay, sorry, just a little bit more. I really want this to be so sweet. Okay. I know it looks very girly and stuff, but it is a love spell, and that's what I like. Love spells to look pretty, but it's the intention behind it that's the most important thing. So basically, it looks like that, and I'm going to let it up, and I will return to it. I really need to get some matches. There we go. I'll place that on Santissima Morte's altar. I may also light 2 and 1 at the front, like a triangle, 3 pink candles around it. But I'll give that to her, and I'll offer that to her. And I'm going to do a reading for you just in a second, but let me get this out of the way first. Okay, looking at a few cards. Okay, your center card is the ship. That's a card of things going away, things not being very steady. It can also mean travel. It is the key card, so I think this card is very important. I know that he's toing and froing with regards to you, and he keeps going away. So, I think that could be, what this card means. We need to get him stabilized. So anyway, I'm looking into your past, and I see the stars. Good card, a card of, when you wish upon a star. I always think when I see that card, I think this guy, he brings out the real you. I think, he's the one, he's the, your soul, your soulmate kind of thing, your twin flame. When I see this card is the ring, and it's a card of commitment. It can even mean marriage. But so I've got the stars telling me that he's correct. He's the right one for you. But I'm seeing the crossroads, and basically it comes down to decisions. So in the past, I think he's been struggling with decisions with regards to this ring card, which is to do with taking things to the next level, commitments, etc. So looking on to the here and now, I'm seeing the ship card, like I said, and the snake. The snake is someone that is in the way. And I know we have done a breakup spell, so that's good news. And I'm seeing the cavalier or the rider. That's news that's coming your direction. It's normally good news, but the news, when I see it, how I work this is I read the cards to the left and the right. It tells me about the card in the middle, if that makes sense. So basically, this snake, this third party, you're going to hear news, and then the ship tells me that it's going away. So we're going to hear news about something to do with this third party. And the ship indicates this person is going away. So that's very hopeful. I'm also seeing down here what to expect. The key, that's a card of he being the key person in your life, the correct person. So, know that he's right for you. The lilies. The lilies is, when I see the lilies, I always think of an older person, and I know you have a little bit of an age gap, which is no issue at all. So I'm thinking to myself, when I'm sort of drawing these cards in together, the lilies, yeah, there's a bit of an age gap, but the correct person, you're both right for each other, and the letter is a card of communication, and I think he will be in touch with regards to ironing out a few issues. And if age has been an issue, I don't think it'll be an issue anymore. I think that will be knocked on the head. So I'm looking at the corner cards, the key, the stars, key person in your life, and he is that soulmate, that correct man. The lilies and the decisions, and the paths, the crossroads. That's about decisions. And the lilies, like I said, that can be to do with age. It can also, sometimes it can mean, in my eyes, I know people read these cards completely, probably differently to me, but when I see the lilies, I think of usually something to do with age or an affair, but I don't think it's that. I think it's to do with age, and he has to make a decision with regards to that, and I think his decision will be good. So, yeah, that's quite a promising reading. So it is. You do have good cards, but I'm feeling that the situation that you're going through at the minute is temporary, because that ship is about something that's going to go away. So let me draw a few more cards. Let me see. I'll look at my answer deck. Okay, I pulled 4 cards out, and actually one popped out. So now I pulled out first the brown-haired woman, and I know that's not you. So I think we're basically, focusing on someone else that's in this, relationship. And I see mistake, doubt, and solitude. So I'm thinking with regards to this other female, I'm thinking that he is going to, I can't say things 100% with certainty, but these cards are indicating that he's doubting himself with regards to her, even seeing it as a mistake with regards to this card. Solitude means that he may need a period, which is probably what's maybe happening now. He may need a period of time to himself for reflection. Sometimes people need that little bit of time just to see what they want in life and see, who they want to spend their life with. So if he does want a little bit of time, it'll be okay. So, well, the card that popped out, which was a bit strange, fame. I don't know if you can relate to that one. It's a bit strange, but again, your feedback would be good. I'll look at my Trust Your Vibes deck, and we'll see if anything else pops out from it. Where is it? Just a second. Okay, one. I'll draw 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll set these to the side. Okay. So first card up is call on your joy guides. So basically, call on whoever truly makes you happy, whatever it might be. Let me see, I'll move on to the next one. Ask your spirit helpers. So if you do have ancestors, if you have anyone that has crossed over that you're still close to, just have a little, as if they're still here, talk to them and ask them to come help you with your situation. Yeah, I can do what I do from my side, but sometimes if you have, that, if you do have that in you, and you are drawn to the spirit world, it does no harm to, have a little bit of a conversation. If you do have a deity that you work with, or if it's just your your beloved dead, your ancestors, if there's anyone you're close to in life that is now crossed over, I encourage you to actually speak to them. To me, all magic should begin with the ancestors. The ancestors are, the foundation to all magic. So call on your healer guides. Well, this is really strange. You have 3 cards so far that's asking you to call on, you had call on your joy guides, call on your spirit helpers. This is call on your healer guides. So basically, it's telling you to, there again, if you I'm not sure about your background, if you do work with the angels or whatever, now would be a good time to speak to them. Or you can even just if you want to look up Raphael, Raphael is quite easy to work with, and he makes a good healer. That's what he does best. So call on your angels. This is so strange. I've never had all these cards come out like this. So it's almost telling me that let me see. It's almost telling me for you to actually take a little bit into your own hands and, 4 cards that's saying for you to ask and call on, what the spirits around you. That will do no harm, like I said, even if you want to light a tiny, tiny white candle on whoever it might be. Like I said, your ancestors, or if you're anyway involved in the spirit world, angels, whatever it is, feel free. It's basically what they're saying. And then it just says, remember to breathe. So just take life easy. Remember to breathe. So I did pull a few of my introspection cards. First card up was understanding. And then we got joy, which is a good card. They're very hard to see, those cards. I like the way they look like a child's drawing. And then communication. So if he has your full understanding, will lead to joy with good communications, So I do feel that things are going the right way. I do see a bit of discord with regards to him and her, and that's what we want to build on. I'll just check. I want to make sure if I ask if this couple are going through some ups and downs at the minute. Let's say yes. Let me see. Will the relationship end? And nothing's set in stone, just bear that in mind, but I'll make sure it's steady. Will the relationship end? Yeah, it's really sort of sticking there. Okay. It's not a definite answer on that just yet, but we do have the magic put in place. Let me see. Just say, is everything magical? Are all the spells going to lead to the outcome that we want? Yeah, it's looking like it has too. Yeah, so I think we're on the right track. I do hope this has been informative. If you have any other questions, I will get back to you. If there's anything you want to ask, feel free, and I will get back to you. For everyone else, it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com, or leave whatever it is in the comment section. Do give me a little bit of time to get back to you. I'm very, very busy at the minute. So I do have coming up a spell with regards to improving martial arts skills. That's in my next batch of uploads. I have a glamour work for a guy, which is really interesting. I'll be working with Citri from the Goetia as well to bring this guy all the females that he can handle. So yeah, I have quite a few interesting workings coming up. If there's anything you want to actually see, feel free to leave your ideas in the comment section, and I always check through my comments. A big thank you to everyone who takes the time to leave a comment. Some of you have been with me from the very beginning, and I'm really blessed to still have you, and you haven't got bored, which is a good sign. I take everything that you say on board, so even good or bad, I'm always open to criticism, constructive criticism. But everyone's been very, very, very nice to me, and I really appreciate that. I do my best for people. I really try to do my best for people, but you're always going to get some that, people and your best isn't good enough. But on the whole, I really do have a really nice client base, and I have a really nice YouTube subscriber base. So just my thank yous, and much love to everyone, and I'll see you again in the next video.